Hola, amigos. For this video, we're going to be looking at using the subjunctive with conjunctions. I'm going to give you several different conjunctions. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. You'll see it in a second. And you're going to have to try and decide, do I use the subjunctive here or do I use the indicative? Reminder, the indicative is basically what's not the subjunctive. So the regular present tense, the preterite, the future, everything that's not the subjunctive. I'm going to give you examples of everything and also give you an activity practice. So hopefully it's all clear for you. So let's just start right here with some conjunctions that require the subjunctive. And they are a menos que, antes de que, con tal de que, en caso de que, para que, and sin que. And of course, the definitions are there. And I'll give you some examples. And the reason that these are in the subjunctive really comes back to that idea of doubt. Doubt's going to be the main factor in how you decide whether or not you should use the subjunctive in these sentences. So we'll look at each one, I'll tell you what it means, and you'll see why it's in the subjunctive for these first 6 examples. So we have voy a estudiar, this sentence right here. Voy a estudiar a menos que no tengamos un examen. So I'm going to study unless we don't have a test. So the reason that's in the subjunctive is because I don't know if we're going to have a test, so that's what I'm going to study. So there's doubt there. The second one, as, if you don't remember what that is, it's an affirmative to command. So I'm telling you, do the homework before your mom arrives. There's a lot of doubt there because I don't know, A, if you're going to do the homework just because I told you to do it, and B, I don't know when or if your mom's going to arrive. So there's a lot of doubt in that one. This next one is traigo mi computadora con tal de que la necesite. So I'm bringing my computer, provided that I need it. I don't know if I'm going to need it or not, so there's doubt. So necesitar is in the subjunctive. En caso, so vamos a comprar almuerzo ahora, en caso de que no vendan comida en el estadio. We're going to buy lunch right now, just in case they don't sell food in the stadium. I don't know if they sell it or not. That's why it's in the subjunctive. There's doubt there. Next one, estudien, is an ustedes command. So I'm telling people to study so that you're successful. Just because I tell you to study, I don't know if you will. So there's doubt there, and that's why it's in the subjunctive. And then the last one, no voy a salir sin que mis padres sepan. So I'm not going to leave without my parents knowing. But it's in the subjunctive just because maybe they won't find out or something. You know, I don't know what's going to happen. That's why there's doubt there. Okay. Those ones are a little bit easier, and the reason being is because you don't really have to decide between the subjunctive and the indicative. These next ones we do, and I'll explain to you how you decide. So the first, what I have here are 6 more conjunctions, and they're broken down into 2 different sections. And the reason I did that is because they can be used either in the subjunctive or in the indicative, depending on how it's used. So hopefully you'll kind of see the difference. So the first 6 here, sentences or examples are all in the subjunctive, and the conjunctions in these sentences are cuando, después de que, en cuanto, hasta que, and tan pronto como. Yes, these two, and en cuanto and tan pronto como, both mean the same thing. So let's look at the examples. The first one is van a jugar cuando su amigo llegue. They're going to play when their friend arrives. Will he arrive? Maybe. I don't know, but that's why there's doubt there, so that's why it's in the subjunctive. The next one, limpia, that's an affirmative to command. Limpia el baño después de que termines aquí. So clean the bathroom after you finish here. I don't know if you're going to finish or not, whatever it is you're doing here. So that's why there's doubt, subjunctive. Then the next one, vamos a empezar en cuanto el maestro dé las instrucciones. We're going to start as soon as the teacher gives the instructions. Maybe he won't give them. Maybe he'll forget. Maybe we'll run out of time. I don't know. There's doubt. The next one is an ustedes command with leer. So we have lean el libro hasta que su hermano entre. Read the book until your brother enters. Maybe he won't enter. Maybe he'll change his mind and not come in at all. We don't know. Doubt, subjunctive. And then the last one is voy a trabajar tan pronto como me den dinero. I'm going to work as soon as they give me money. Do I know they're going to give me money? No. So there's doubt there, and that's why the dar is in the subjunctive. Okay, so I have the exact same conjunctions in the same order, but these sentences you'll find that the verbs are all going to be in the indicative, or just not the subjunctive. And you're going to see that the verb will be in the present tense or in the preterite, and I'll point out to you how you know it's easier with the preterite ones. So what you're going to look for in these ones is certeza, certainty, a habitual thing, or something that already happened. So this first example is, empezamos cuando el maestro nos da el examen. We start when the teacher gives us the test. So maybe like you have a test every week, every Friday, and the same thing always happens. It's the exact same routine every time. So there's certainty and a habitual thing there. So that's why I'm putting that one in the indicative. The next one, salieron. Hopefully you recognize that as the verb salir in the preterite. So I'm saying they left. after their parents prepared dinner. So this verb right here is also in the preterite because this is something that already happened. There's no doubt there. It's just this happened and that happened. So it's both within the preterite. The next one, hago la tarea en cuando mi madre llega. I do the homework when my mom arrives. This is kind of like the first example. Maybe every day I have homework, and every day I do my homework when she gets here. I do my homework when she gets here. So it's a repeated habitual thing. There is like a gray area here. Hopefully, whatever teacher you have kind of makes it clear for you on an assessment or a test what they're looking for. If this was my test, I'd probably put the word siempre on that one, and maybe something like todos los días on this one, just to kind of point out to you that it's a habitual or repeated action or a certain thing. The next one, we have acamparon hasta que cerraron el campamento. So they camped until they closed the campsite. This happened, that happened. There's no doubt, so I just put both of them in the preterite. And then the last one there, we have no juego tan pronto como empieza a llover. So I don't play as soon as it starts raining. Maybe I'm a baseball player, and I know that if it starts raining, I'm not going to play. So this is something that just always happens. So what I have for you guys, like I said at the beginning, is an activity to practice this. If you want to be able to see all of this while you're doing the activity, this document is linked for you in the description of the video, so you could open it up and have it open in one tab and have the activity open in another one or something. But what I want you to do is look for use of the subjunctive or the indicative and then conjugate the verb as such. I'm going to tell you what the sentences mean now to help you kind of decide. And then after that, pause the video and then do the activity, and we'll see how you do. So the first one, hagan la tarea, as a command. Do the homework before the program starts. I'm not going to tell you anything else, but that's what I'm looking for, okay? Number two says, no vamos a comprar el carro sin que mis padres me and then aconsejar. So we're not going to buy the car without my parents advising me. Number three says, yo comencé la tarea cuando mi amigo me la, and then dar. So I started the homework when my friend gave it to me. Okay, I thought I had a typo. Number four, ella siempre va al baño en cuando el conserje abrir la puerta. So she always goes to the bathroom when the janitor opens the door. Cinco says, voy a traer mi teléfono en caso de que haber una emergencia. I'm going to bring my telephone in case there's an emergency. Just in case you're not sure, that verb in the present tense indicative is going to be I. In the present tense subjunctive, it would be haya. Just FYI, in case you couldn't remember that one. And then number six, ellos trabajaron hasta que, and then amanecer. So they worked until, and this verb amanecer means like dawn, like it dawned, or the sun came up in the morning, basically. So anyway, pause the video, make a decision, and then in about 3 seconds, I'm going to scroll down and show you the answers and explain each one to you. All right, here come the answers. Over here on the right, I put the answers. The S stands for subjunctive, and the I stands for indicative. So the first one, the reason that's in the subjunctive is because I'm telling you to do the homework before the program starts. Just because I'm telling you to do that homework, does that mean you're going to do it? No. Will the program start? Probably, but maybe something will happen and then it won't start. I don't know. So there's a significant amount of doubt in that sentence. The second one, so we're not going to buy the car without my parents advising me. Maybe they won't advise me, but I don't know that yet. So there's doubt there. So I'm going to put it in the subjunctive. Aconsejan. Number three, I started the homework when my friend gave it to me. So just by me saying that original sentence in English, when my friend gave it to me, gave is the preterite. That's the past tense. This happened. So I'm going to put that one in the indicative. Now there is a past subjunctive. That's for a different time. Number four, she always goes to the bathroom when the janitor opens the door. That word siempre implies certainty and a habitual action. So I'm going to go with the indicative and say abre. Number four, I'm going to bring my phone in case there's an emergency. Will there be an emergency? I don't know. So there's doubt. So it's going to be subjunctive, haya. And then the last one, number six, ellos trabajaron hasta que. So they worked until dawn. This is just stating a fact. They did this until this happened. So it's the past tense. I'll put amanecer in the preterite, which would be amaneció. Okay, that's the whole lesson. I know it's a lot, but if you have questions, let me know in the comment section of the video. Again, this document is available to you also in the comment section, or I'm sorry, in the description of the video. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Hasta luego.